Thank you. Your Excellency Prime Minister Boris, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to welcome you in Kyiv. Our most sincere friend, a friend to Ukraine, the leader of United Kingdom and the ally to our country. I'm very grateful, Boris, for this visit. It's very important at this very difficult and turbulent times for our country. In the same time, you came here, and we are especially grateful for this to happen. This is a true reflection of the decisive and significant support to Ukraine from United Kingdom, and we always are grateful for that. We shall always remember that. Just recently, we had a meeting in Kyiv, and you've recalled this. We draw some conclusions on our joint work in the frames of a strategic dialogue. We were planning future projects. We were wandering around Kyiv, and today you can see in your own eyes how our country looks like. You know how our villages, how our settlements look like because of Russian aggression. There could be only one conclusion. It's our common conclusion. We have to exert even more pressure on the Russian Federation to exert pressure through supporting Ukraine in defending itself. We have to exert pressure in the form of sanctions, and I'm grateful to the United Kingdom that continues and intensifies the sanctions and also provides significant support of Ukraine by reinforcing our defense capacities. The other democratic Western countries should follow the example of the United Kingdom. It's time to impose a complete embargo on Russian energy resources. They should increase the amount of weapons being supplied. The people of Ukraine value the support of United Kingdom on our path to peace, and we were absolutely united with the Prime Minister in terms of the need to reinforce the anti-war coalition. I have informed Boris Johnson on the negotiation process about our clear position. The peaceful negotiations and agreements should provide for a mechanism of effective security guarantees for our country. This is something we've also talked. We count on London to play a key role in this and for reaching peace in Ukraine. That would be our joint future victory. Today we've discussed some major areas that we need to focus on. We've identified the key objectives. We've coordinated our further work. We have consolidated the maximum support to our country for the reinforcement of the defense capacities of our forces in supporting our citizens both in Ukraine and outside of Ukraine, in reconstructing Ukraine. This is also something we've talked upon with the Prime Minister. We shall be reconstructing, rebuilding our cities and regions. Once again, I would like to express words of gratitude for the support, for your leadership, for assistance in the weapons, and for your direct and very clear and specific position of your wonderful and powerful country. And thank you for this visit at this very difficult time for our country. You did this. Thank you to you and to your team.
Kingdom of Great Britain, Northern Ireland.
Thank you very much, Volodymyr. Dziękuję. Thank you very much for having me here today at this incredibly difficult time for you and for your wonderful country. I want to begin, Volodymyr, by saluting once again the bravery of the people of Ukraine in defying the appalling aggression that we have seen. In the last few weeks, the world has found new heroes, and those heroes are the people of Ukraine. When I was here just a few weeks ago, and we were in another room, I think in your palace, the defense intelligence that we had suggested that the Russians believed that Ukraine could be engulfed in a matter of days, and that Kiev would fall in hours to their armies, and how wrong they were. And I think that the Ukrainians have shown the courage of a lion, but you, Volodymyr, have given the roar of that lion. And I thank you for what you've been able to do. I think your leadership has been extraordinary. And I think in what Putin has done in places like Bucha and in Irpin, his war crimes have permanently polluted his reputation and the reputation of his government. And it's clear, we discuss this at length, it's clear that what he is doing now, he has suffered a reverse, but his retreat is tactical. And he's going to intensify the pressure now in Donbass and in the east. And so that's why it's so vital, as you rightly say, Volodymyr, that we, your friends, continue to offer whatever support that we can. And together with our partners, we are going to ratchet up the economic pressure, and we will continue to intensify week by week the sanctions on Russia. Not just freezing assets in banks and sanctioning oligarchs, but moving away from use of Russian hydrocarbons. And we will give you the support that you need, the economic support, but also, of course, the defensive military support, in which I'm proud to say that the UK helped to lead the way. And just the other day, we raised, I think, £1.5 billion at a donor conference from friends, partners around the world, dozens and dozens of countries who now want to support Ukraine. We want to liberalize trade with Ukraine as we go forward to help your economic circumstances, barley and other commodities. There are things we should be doing. We want to help you with demining your country, getting rid of the savage traps that the Russian armies have left